Kepler telescope found new planets better than Earth. We often say the quote, "There's no place like home," with such belief that it's become all we know. This rocky place called Earth is considered the ultimate home. Why? We can almost scream that it was because we've never been allowed to explore other places. But our curiosity has always led us to believe that there must be some fascinating outworld among constellations. In today's video, we'll be looking at what could be the discovery of a whole new planet that, in a way, could be more livable than Earth. Now, you must be wondering just how the planet must be like to be even considered Earth's equal and maybe much better. Stick around to the end of the video to discover more about the fascinating Kepler telescope, which has shown us some quite fascinating things about other solar systems besides our own. At the head of the world's charge in the scientific discovery of the mysteries of the universe is the National Aerospace and Space Administration. For over 60 years, the scientific curiosity of NASA, in collaboration with the cosmic agencies of other nations of interest, has broken the yoke of ignorance in our minds. Ultimately, exploring the moon and identifying the other planets in our solar system has given wings to our future expectations for all Earthlings. One of the existing projects of NASA that seeks to establish the viability of other cosmic bodies that could potentially exist outside our solar system is the long-standing Kepler spacecraft and its satellite TESS, which is an abbreviation for the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. Exoplanets are used to describe these otherworldly bodies in other solar systems. It's a specific term that, to some extent, helps to ease off the sheer curiosity that occupies our minds since we discover that we don't exist alone in the universe. I mean, there's always been something to think about. Like, what if there were some strange civilizations out there that could be our friends or maybe our enemies? But who knows? The telescope mounted on the Kepler spacecraft observed the planets to appear as massive balls of gases. And what scientists monitoring the Kepler think would be one of the ways we understand how a planet the size of Jupiter managed to enter our solar system. All these planets waiting to be found is a thing of great rarity and would be treated as precious in the depths of our imaginations. Our research has revealed that there could be more than a dozen exoplanets beyond our solar system that could cost human life. We also say that these places could offer better atmospheric conditions and maybe better soils. They appear a lot older than Earth, and not just that, they appear wet and warmer as well. In terms of size, they're slightly bigger than Earth. Putting all these attributes together could suggest supporting extraterrestrial life in ways that Earth could be failing. Dirk Schultz-Makuk, a leading astrobiologist in the University of Washington, has stated there should be intense focus on finding planets that offer favorable conditions to support human life. That would lead us to think about a second Earth, but we need somewhere much better. 4,000. Yes, that's the total number of bit exoplanets that astronomers have reported discovered beyond the reach of our solar system. But very few of them can be considered livable. A prime example is planet Kelt 9b, which has a constantly melting atmosphere due to its hot nature. Practically nothing can survive on it. Another example is Tres 2b, a planet with a temperature of about 980 degrees Celsius. We also have the coldest planet in our neighboring solar system, known as GJ433d, which has been compared to Neptune due to its intolerable low temperatures. Please note that most of these are suppositions based on how the planets appear. There's been no physical effort put into actually testing the atmosphere of these planets. In retrospect, some exoplanets have been deemed good enough due to mild atmospheric conditions, which are thought not to be too cold or too hot to sustain human life. But what NASA is looking for are super habitable exoplanets. And not just that, they should be able to offer other pleasurable features to enhance life on their surface. What we have here on Earth are a result of 3.5 billion years of evolution of advanced life, which humans are a huge part of. The incredible super habitable exoplanets could mean more landmass, a thicker atmosphere to protect against ultraviolet rays. This particular feature could be good for humans and animals of flight. A planet with more warmth could mean that we get to recover more lands from polar regions. The planet would still have to be pretty wet though, so we don't have more deserts than other landmasses. We assume that the new planet would assume the state Earth probably was about 360 million years ago, with the lush tropical forest and vegetation that made it perfect for humans and animals. Global warming has done its damage, and the rising sea levels are causes for serious concern in the world today. The general idea is that the ideal exoplanet will be free of such burdens. We think that for the new version of Earth to be bigger than ours, its moon has to trump our moon in size as well. There are suggestions that the distance between the planet and the moon could be minimal, and thus the moon's revolution could be more stable, and there'd be little fear of a collision between the two objects. We hope you're enjoying the video. What are your thoughts about the features of the potential new Earths? What are the things lacking in our Earth that you would want to see in the exoplanets? Think about it. While you do so, subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell to receive alerts every time we upload an exciting video. It's hard to predict how far the 24 possibly superhabitable planets are from here. Scientific propositions given to us suggest that they could be over 150 light years away from us. Despite using a powerful telescope like Kepler, some exoplanets are too far away to be measured accurately. One particular exoplanet known as Kepler 69c is deemed to be about 2,000 light years away, so its physical attributes cannot be evaluated correctly. We may forever be oblivious to determine if it contains any signs of life, or maybe if it fits into the category of superhabitable planets. But if any such planets genuinely do exist, they'd be the best point of call to determine if we're indeed not the only one living in the universe. Kepler 452b was the first better Earth found in another solar system. Well, it was revolving around a star that looked almost as similar as our Sun. It was arguably the same size as Earth, and before its discovery in 2015, the other planets detected were more minor than Earth, but they revolved around stars with lower temperatures than our Sun. It means that the atmosphere of those planets would be slightly colder. Hence, Kepler 452b differs because it appeared to be the same size or slightly more prominent, and its star has about the same temperature. These planets are determined to be primarily habitable because they revolve in the habitable zone of their solar system. That is, they're positioned safely, just like our Earth's position in our solar system. Any closer, all life on the planet would be vaporized by heat, and any further in that position, the planet would have ice flowing in their veins. It is not a fact that planets within the habitable zones can support life. They might have the right temperature to support water or human or animal cells. Kepler 452b is one of such planets that fall within this category. It's a good fit in the category of planets dubbed super-Earths. Kepler 452b is also different from Earth because the planet can revolve around the Sun in about 385 days. That is 20 days longer than it takes the Earth to go around the Sun, but we don't think that would mean a lot. The planet has also been suggested to be older than Earth by about 2 billion years, which means that it's existed for 6 billion years. That's a long time before Earth was born. We can't shake off the cringe coming off the channel of curiosity about these habitable planets and what it could mean for our civilization. Are we likely to rub shoulders with life from our neighboring solar systems? If yes, at what cost do you think this will become possible? You can look forward to more information coming from the research of the observatory arm of NASA from further discoveries from the powerful Kepler telescope. Who knows what other mysteries await discovery? That's all we have for you today. Don't hesitate to subscribe or hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Also, press the notification bell button for more exciting videos such as this one. See you next time.